Ever feel like someone's watching you? That strange prickle on the back of your neck? We've all been there. But what if that feeling turned into a terrifying reality? Today, we're diving deep into one of the internet's most chilling urban legends. The Smiling Man. You've probably read the story, seen the short films, maybe even had a nightmare or two about that unnaturally wide, toothy grin. Subscribe my channel. The story is simple but effective. A lone person walking at night encounters a man with a bizarre, unsettling smile and an even stranger, dance-like walk. He follows them, silent and relentless, his smile never faltering. It's pure nightmare fuel. But here's the question that keeps people up at night. Is it just a story, or did something like this actually happen? Well, the truth is, as it often is, far more complex and in some ways even more disturbing than the fiction it inspired. Let's peel back the layers of this iconic creepypasta and uncover the real-life events and psychological threads that weave together to create the tale of the Smiling Man. The original story was posted online over a decade ago by a user who went by the name blue_title. He shared his personal, terrifying account on a forum, detailing a late-night walk that went horribly wrong. He described the man's movements as unnatural, a sort of waltz-like stride, and his smile as something that wasn't just happy, but predatory. The story went viral, not just because it was scary, but because it felt real. It tapped into a primal fear of the unknown, of someone who doesn't follow social rules, whose intentions are impossible to read behind a mask-like grin. So where did blue_title get this idea? Was it just a brilliant piece of fiction? For years, that's what most people believed. But as internet sleuths started digging, they uncovered threads that led to some very real and very strange places. It turns out, the core elements of the story, the unsettling smile, the strange gait, the silent pursuit weren't pulled from thin air. They echo real-life encounters and psychological phenomena that have been documented for decades. One of the most compelling theories connects the Smiling Man to reports of real life stalkers who use bizarre behavior to intimidate their victims. Law enforcement profiles and victim testimonies sometimes describe perpetrators who employ unsettling, non-verbal tactics. A fixed, unnatural smile can be a tool of psychological warfare. It's disarming and deeply unnerving. It suggests the person is enjoying your fear, that they're not operating on the same emotional or rational level as you. This isn't a simple mugging. It's a terrifying game, and you're the unwilling participant. The story captures this feeling perfectly. The man isn't yelling or brandishing a weapon. He's just smiling. And that's what makes him so scary. Another fascinating connection is to a medical and psychological phenomenon known as the rhesus saganicus, or the rictus grin. This is a real condition, often a symptom of tetanus or certain types of poisoning, where the facial muscles spasm into a fixed, grin-like expression. It can look like a grotesque, permanent smile. Imagine encountering someone in the dead of night, their face locked in this expression. You wouldn't know it was a medical condition. You'd just see the terrifying, inhuman smile. Historical accounts and medical literature are filled with descriptions of this symptom, and it is easy to see how such a real-world horror could bleed into our folklore and modern urban legends. But the story isn't just about the smile. It's about the movement, the bizarre, jaunty, dance-like walk. This is another element that has real-world parallels. There have been documented cases of individuals, sometimes under the influence of certain substances or experiencing a psychotic break, exhibiting strange, repetitive, and almost choreographed movements. Think about it from the perspective of an unsuspecting witness. You see someone moving towards you, not walking, but waltzing. It's so out of place, so wrong that your brain struggles to process it. Is it a threat? A joke? A performance? This confusion is a powerful tool for an aggressor. It buys them time and puts their target completely off balance. So, while there might not be a single, verifiable incident of a man exactly as described in the creepypasta, the story is more like a composite sketch. It's a Frankenstein's monster built from the spare parts of real-life horrors. It takes the documented tactics of psychological stalkers, the visual terror of a real medical condition, and the unpredictable behavior of individuals in altered states, and combines them into one unforgettable boogeyman. Let's go back to the original post by blue_title. He presented it as a true story, and maybe, in his mind, it was, our brains are incredibly powerful and notoriously unreliable, especially under stress. Could his encounter have been with a real person whose features and actions were exaggerated by fear and adrenaline? Absolutely. He might have encountered a mentally ill homeless person, someone on drugs, or just a very strange individual looking to spook someone. In the darkness, with his heart pounding, his mind could have filled in the gaps, sharpening the smile, elongating the limbs, and turning a strange walk into a predatory dance. Memory is a reconstructive process, not a recording. Every time we recall an event, we change it a little. After years of telling and retelling, a strange encounter could easily morph into the legend we know today. This is what makes the Smiling Man so enduring. It doesn't rely on ghosts or monsters from another dimension. Its horror is rooted in the human and the plausible. The fear isn't that you'll meet a demon. It's that you'll meet a person who has shed all semblance of normal human behavior. A person whose motivations are alien and whose smile promises not joy, but terror. The story resonates because it plays on our deep-seated social anxieties. We rely on shared rules of conduct to navigate the world. We don't stare, we give people personal space, and our facial expressions generally match our intentions. The Smiling Man violates every single one of these rules. He stares, he invades space, and his smile is a lie. He represents the breakdown of social order, personified in one terrifying figure. That's a fear that's more relevant today than ever. In the end, whether the Smiling Man was a single real person, a composite of true stories, or a fiction born from the dark corners of someone's imagination almost doesn't matter. The legend itself has become real. It has inspired countless artworks, films, and nightmares. It has become a modern-day cautionary tale, a reminder to be aware of your surroundings, to trust your instincts, and to know that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones that look just like us. The story forces us to ask ourselves, what would you do? If you were walking home tonight and you saw him, that figure in the distance, with that wide, unblinking smile, would you run? Would you confront him? Or would you freeze, trapped by the sheer, unadulterated weirdness of it all? The Smiling Man isn't just a creepypasta. It's a reflection of our anxieties about the unpredictable nature of other people. It's a testament to the power of a simple, well-told story to tap into our most primal fears. And it's a chilling reminder that sometimes the truth behind the fiction is a complex tapestry of real-life events, psychological phenomena, and the simple, terrifying power of a human smile. So next time you're walking alone at night and you feel that prickle on your neck, maybe pick up the pace a little. You never know who might be smiling in the dark. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into one of the internet's most iconic legends. If you found this analysis as fascinating and creepy as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the stories that haunt our digital world. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Is the Smiling Man real? And what urban legend should we investigate next? Stay safe out there, and see you in the next video.